Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Yes, do any of you old timers remember Murray Mayhem? This is what I used to do. I'm doing this for a buddy of mine from church on initial observation. He says it runs for a while and then it goes erratic, and he's already had the coil replaced, so we don't have a coil failure, field coil failure. Okay, there's not a boot on here, so we could be losing a lot of spark as it is connected. Another funky thing was the spark plug was loose. How about that? He did have a problem with the fuel system. Had new carburetor. It looks fairly new. This is a fuel solenoid, anti-backfire solenoid. Believe it or not, this thing is probably about $100 right now, and so that could be suspect. Fuel is turned off. He said it was leaking and had washed the crankcase with gasoline. So something to think about. Cranks and runs okay, but we're just going to dig into it. I think we're going to see a problem with overhead valves, and we're going to adjust them. If this was a push mower, or if this was directly coupled to the blades, I would suggest that there might be a partially sheared pin in there, in the crankcase, which is no big deal. You know, pop it off with a hammer and a wedge, pop this off, and we can replace that and do that. Starter is new, and he just wants to get another year or two out of it, so we're gonna fiddle around with it and see. Cranks and runs. Gas, air, electricity are the only three things you need to make anything run. That is combustion, internally combusted. I did not say run well. Gas, air, electricity, compression, and timing are going to be what you need to make everything run smoothly. So we're just going to dig in here and look at these. More to come. Okay, one of the things you want to do is go ahead and get this thing on top dead center slightly after it, I believe. And you can use, I've heard so many critics of this, you have to use a pencil. I don't care what you use. If you want to use a screwdriver, use a screwdriver. Just bring it to top dead center, and don't jab around in there like you're looking for the last olive in a jar. I mean, just, I've already brought it up to top dead center. Let's knock it off again. There we go. Feels like it has good compression. There we go. There's that. And I don't have my tripod with me. And I have gone and come to the conclusion it doesn't really matter. Just bring it up. There we go. That's it. I'll check it again. More to come. There we go. The problem is I don't have a tripod with me, so I can't really do a whole lot other than just showing you. Initially, the shroud is jacked up a little bit, but that really doesn't matter because it's not really hot temperatures yet. So we're going to take these things off. These are number 10s. I'm going to put a little rag under here to catch any oil that's going to drip out. So more to come. Okay, now we are just starting up here. This should be, I reckon, the exhaust. We're at 19 thousandths. Really need to do about 4 to 5 thousandths on this, but you can see it fits. It's a snug fit. I could probably slip 18 thousandths in there easily, but he's already burned up a starter, just because I imagine it's going to be a, you know, working to start. So we're going to get this done, and it is low on oil too, but all that, it's going to be a 5/8 right here. This is number 20 Torx, I believe. Hang on, let's check this. There we go. So go ahead and get this one. Get this one. We're going to rotate everything around. We're going to do it 2 or 3 times to walk out any of the slack. It's something I've always liked to do. Some people just do it once, pop it together, and charge you $100. I like to do it 2 or 3 times just to make sure, because it seems like on about every other one that I used to do, you get a little bit of slack that just pops back in. So it's, you know, dealing with an old motor. More to come. Okay, and the bottom one, which should be the intake, is not too bad. You can see it's about 12 thousandths. And again, we're going to need to get it about 4 or 5, probably 5. We'll see how it does. There we go. And there. Let me cycle it around one more time and check it. More to come. Okay guys, now I've got it all adjusted, rotated everything around. 5 thousandths on the bottom, 5 thousandths on the top. Intake, exhaust. Some people are going to leave notes and comments. This is not a how-to. No, it's not, because I watched the first video I did that has 500,000 views of how-to exactly. But this is just what I'm doing for a neighbor. Now, one thing to note, always observe when you're taking these things apart. This has blue RTV silicone, and there is no factory gasket. So someone has gone into this thing. He bought it used. Actually, I think he bought it at a storage building sale, and this was inside the storage building. So just bear that in mind. I don't have another boot, I don't think. We're going to put a little bit of heavy electrical tape on this to keep this thing from arcing, and then we're going to crank it up. Go for a ride. More to come. Okay, this is a spark plug. Remember, it was loose. It was very loose, like maybe 4 threads. But it's in good shape, nothing's beat down. And I went ahead and put a little bit of anti-seize copper on there, and we're going to get it in there. A little dab will do you. And went ahead and taped this thing up. I don't have a boot because I don't do this for a living anymore, so I don't have any spare parts. And here we go. More to come. Not bad. A little bit of crud. Not bad at all. More to come.